Someone confirm you can see the slides with a little me in the background. Mansi, can you see the slides? Can you pop a yes in the comments, please? Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Let me also confirm that I can see the slides on the live stream. Okay, yes, Mansi confirms the slides are working well. Thank you, Mansi. Thank you so much, Mansi, for being my right hand girl today. Okay, so let's get started. Now, in this masterclass, I'm going to walk you through how to create a winning website in just 3 weeks. And I'm going to focus on, there is a limited amount we can cover in 1 hour, but I want to focus on the key areas that people get stuck, okay? So I'm going to give you some kind of overview about the process of creating your own website, especially for women in business who are just starting out, especially for heart-centered, soul-driven entrepreneurs, the kind of women who are in business to make an impact in the world, okay? How do you go about establishing that personal brand and that personal connection with your audience? That's going to be the focus of this masterclass, okay? And I know some people take months to create a website, but I'm going to lay out the structure for you to be able to do that in just 3 weeks, okay? Here's the agenda for today. I'm going to run through this really quick. We're going to talk about how most business owners go about creating their website and where they get stuck so that you can avoid that trap. We talk about the real purpose of your website. We will talk about what it actually takes to create the website, the entire process, and the different moving components. Okay. We will talk about how to design the layout, how to design your pages for maximum conversion and to really pull in your audience. We will talk a bit about how to write the copy, that's the text for your website, in a manner that connects with your audience, okay? And we will talk about how to get the right photos and graphics for your website, how to bring it all together in 3 weeks, because hey, I know you are a busy woman and you do not have months to spend on this, okay? And through this process and at the end, I'm going to talk a bit about my winning website bootcamp, which I will be opening up after this masterclass, okay? I ran the first round of the bootcamp in August and it, the women who signed up really absolutely loved it. And I loved how much we were able to achieve in 3 short weeks. So I'm going to be talking a bit about that as well. Every 10 minutes or so, I will check in on the comments to answer your questions as they come up. And I would love, as you join in, just pop your name in the comments below so I know who's watching, okay? And so that I can answer your questions. Okay, let me do a quick check. Yes, everything seems to be order and I seem to be broadcasting the right slides. Yes. Okay, quick thing about me. I am a fiercely compassionate business strategist. I also do web design and I mentor women entrepreneurs. I help women turn their passion, their purpose into a profitable online business. That is me in a nutshell for now. In my previous lives or a few years ago, I used to be a corporate techie working in semiconductor software for over 13 years on my way, steadily climbing the ladder through tech patents and degrees from the best institutes, etc. And I left it all behind about 3 years ago to start my own business. Now I help other women do the same, make that transition. What I really believe in, that it is possible to turn your passion, your purpose into a profitable online business. You can make good money doing work that you love and serving people in a meaningful way. Money and service are not oxymorons. They can both coexist together, and that's what I help my clients achieve. As a busy single mom, I really believe in keeping things simple. I believe in flow, not hustle, because it's just an easier way to work, okay? And I believe in connection and service rather than the regular sales and marketing. So during the course of this masterclass, as well as in the website bootcamp, these are the principles that I kind of teach you. Everything that I teach, all the work that I do is based on these principles. Okay. Now, just to make sure that you're in the right masterclass and you're not wasting your time, I know how precious your time is. Here's a bit about you, the women who will benefit most from this masterclass. Okay. You are a passion-based, purpose-driven, heart-centered woman entrepreneur. What does that mean? Nice words, but what does it mean? It means that you got into business not just for the money, but also to help people, to make a change in the world, to help people in a positive way. You're in business to make connections, to make an impact and make the world a better place in some way, right? And if that is you, then what I teach will resonate with you. The kind of design, the kind of websites I will help you create will work well for you. If you have an online store or you send handmade products, or you are not in a service-based business, then the principles of web design that I will teach you here may not work that well for you. A shop front requires different techniques and strategies. Okay? And of course, you want to leverage your website to attract your ideal soul clients. Your website, you don't want just a pretty website, because you know it's not about looking pretty. It's about meaning, it's about connection, okay? If that's you, please, let's go ahead. Join me for this journey. Okay, now quickly, let's spend some time about how not to create your website. This is the way most women or most new entrepreneurs go about creating their websites. First, they will find out from somewhere that they need a domain name and hosting, and that it has to be just perfect. So they will spend hundreds of hours researching just the perfect domain name. What does it mean in this language or that language? Does it, you know, I am guilty. I'm saying this because I'm guilty of it myself. Over the years, I've spent hundreds of hours thinking and collecting domain names, okay? But I'm going to tell you later how to actually choose a domain really fast. Then they go about either buying the cheapest hosting plan or the most expensive one. And that again doesn't serve the purpose. I am going to be talking later about how to choose the right hosting plan. Then they will spend some time researching WordPress, Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, Weebly, and getting all confused about it. And then when they choose one, most probably randomly or because it's what their friend said, and they actually try to work through it, they get stuck with a tech monster. Now, as a techie myself, and as someone who really loves making tech simple and easy, I know that you don't have to be scared of the tech monster, that it is possible to work around it. And again, I will show you how later. But this is where most women get stuck and are just unable to progress, okay? I'm going to show you how to work around that. And once they choose their platform and they start getting into it, then they realize, oh my God, I haven't yet written any text. What text should I put on it? Right? And they will come up with 2 pages of copy and then sit around waiting for another few weeks because they can't figure out how to put that copy into the website or how it all ties together. And in the end, after about 3 months of procrastination at different level and pulling their hair out in frustration, they manage to throw something together that just about works, right? Please, nod along if you've been there. Have any of you done that? Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Mansi says that she cannot see my streaming. Give me a minute, let me just quickly check. Can you guys comment to make sure that can you see me now? Okay, let's hang on 1 minute. Let me just do a quick check for the live stream. Okay, I see my correct slides showing up and I see my face making weird expressions because Facebook decided to freeze it. So I'm assuming that you guys can see me. Okay. Any questions about this? Have you guys experienced this? Have any of you gotten stuck with your website for like weeks and months and struggled with it? Right? Now I'm going to show you how not to do that. Okay? So what you need to overcome these? You need a bunch of things, but at the essence of it is just one simple rule that I absolutely love. Who doesn't love pizza? I love pizza. Okay, so I love to call this the pizza rule. How many of you have kids? Yeah? Have you ever seen a 4 or 5-year-old throw a tantrum because he wants pizza for dinner even though he's had pizza for dinner the last 5 days in a row? Right? Have you seen that? Yes. My son used to do that. So what happens if you try to give that kid something else? Anything healthier? Vegetables, for example. What happens? He's going to throw them back at your face. He's going to walk away. He's going to throw a tantrum. And the very same thing applies to your audience. The very same thing applies to the people who come to your website. If they want a pizza and you give them vegetables, or you talk about vegetables in your copy, they're not going to like you. They're going to walk away. You have to give them what they want when they want it. You have to solve their specific problem, the specific problem that they came looking for a solution to. Okay? So your audience, your clients, your customers are a bit like those 4 or 5-year-old kids. It's best in your interest if you give them what they want, not what you think they need. Okay? So how did I get over this dilemma with my son and with my clients? So if he wants pizza, I get the pizza and then I chop up a lot of, finely chopped veggies, sprinkle them on top, and voila. He is getting some vegetables as well as the yummy pizza. Same thing I do with my clients. Same thing you need to do with your clients. You may know that they need XYZ, but if it is ABC that they want right now, if it is the pizza they want right now, make sure your website gives them that pizza. Give them what they want, give them what they need. And you can add in your own flavor or, your wisdom as the topping, as the sprinkling. Okay? Now, how do you actually tie that in with your website? Now again, before we go ahead, let's get clear on the purpose of your website. Your website is not an online business card. It's not a calling card, okay? Let me quickly check if, yes, it's streaming. Okay, so let's quickly get back to the real purpose of your website. Now people often think of their website as an online calling card or just an automated booking system, but it is so much more. When you are in the early stages of business, when you have a million different ideas going around in your head about, the hundreds of different things you could possibly do for people and get paid for, it's all ideas, it's all up in your heads. A website is usually the very first time that you are forced to take your idea from thin air and put it into something concrete. It's the first time most people have something tangible to show for their work, especially service-based businesses, especially online businesses. It's the first time you have something tangible. So your website actually serves as an anchor for you. It serves to embody your business idea and what you want to do in the world, how you want to show up in the world. And that's why it's really important for you to have full control over your website. To be able to express all that you want to do in your business, all that you want to be in your business on your website. Okay? So that's the first real purpose of your website. And the second reason, it's only the second reason, that's for your visitors, for your audience, for your clients. For your visitors, your website serves one purpose only. What is that? To tell them if you can solve that pressing problem that they have. Right? If you were a pizza delivery place, we are not talking about pizza delivery anymore, but still, if you were a pizza delivery place, people would want to come to your website and order a pizza. If you are a weight loss coach, people want to come to your website and instantly find whether you are the right weight loss coach for them. If you are, say, a healer or a coach or a web designer or a copywriter, when people land on your website, they want to know whether you can help them solve that particular copywriting, web design, coaching, or whatever problem it is that your business solves. So if on your homepage you have a bunch of stuff about how awesome you are, they don't care. What they really care about is whether you can solve their problem for them. So make it really, really easy for them to make that decision just by looking at your homepage or your services page. Okay? We will get more into design a bit later, but remember, those two things are the real purpose of your website. Okay? To anchor your business idea, your dream of who and how you want to show up, who you want to be and how you want to show up in the world. To let your clients, your audience see whether and how you are the best person to solve their problem for them. Okay? Next one. Now, here are the different, too many new business owners find out when they jump into to create their website that it takes a lot of different moving pieces. Okay? I'm going to spell that out for you up front. The first thing you need really is clarity. You need clarity about who you serve, how you serve them, why you serve them. You need clarity about what are they struggling with right now, what is their starting point, how are they feeling right now. You need clarity around what is their end goal, what is the end result that they want. You need the clarity around why you are the best person to help them solve that problem, right? So clarity is a biggie, and that's often one thing that a lot of people ignore. The second aspect is design. How do you use design to form that connection, to pull in your audience, to help them get to know and like you better? Then the copywriting, how do you use words to do the same thing? How do you use your words to form an emotional connection with them? Your photos. If you are a service-based entrepreneur looking to make the world a better place, to help people with your services, you need that one-on-one connection with them, and therefore you need to be using photos of yourself on your website, right? A lot of women tend to shy away from that because, yes, as women, we tend to judge ourselves harshly. And me as a Virgo, I hate how I show up in photos. But if you want that emotional connection, you have to show up. You have to be visible. You have to let people see you because we are visual people, right? The next part is graphics. Other than the photos, you will need graphics. Graphic means, things like this, which make stuff on your website stand out or pop. And of course, the last piece of the puzzle is the tech that helps you bring it all together. Okay? The tech would be the platform, the plugins, the automation, all of those things. And when you think of making a website, everyone just seems to focus on the tech. They forget that there are 5 other pieces to the puzzle, and then they just get caught up with the tech and they spend months and months on the tech and then, pull their hair out in frustration when after 5 months of working on a website, they don't have any paying clients to show for it, right? But that's not going to be you, right? Now that we've gone through, let me quickly check in and see if we have more comments coming in, and I will need to do a refresh so that I can start seeing the comments. Just a minute. Da-da-da-da-da. And because I am streaming and stuff, yes. Okay, so let's make sure that you don't get stuck into this. Okay. Now, these are the different components, but they don't always function linearly. What I'm going to do next is we're going to start talking about the actual steps you need to take to create a winning website and the sequence in which it should be done. Okay. Step number 1 is choosing the right domain name. And I've seen people spend weeks and months on this. Yes, it is important because it's like choosing your kid's name, right? I've seen people take polls on different Facebook groups, but let me assure you, those polls don't really matter because they may not be your ideal target audience. The simplest thumb rule is if you're creating a personal brand, if you are your business, Just use your name as the domain name. If your name is a very common one, like my name Richa Jain is very very common in India, and there are a few thousand Richa Jains online, so I used a variant called thericherjain.com, right? So the simplest thing to do is use your name if you're a personal brand. Then when choosing, these are the thumb rules that you should follow. It is not a must, but these are the preferences. People still remember .com more easily over anything else. For example, if you're .co.uk or .com.au, people may not remember the extra .au or the .uk extensions, right? If they are typing it out from memory, they are by default going to type in .com. So if you have a choice available, choose the .com. If the .com is not available, don't sweat over it, get the nearest version, okay? Again, kisses. Anyone like Hershey's Kisses? I always tongue twist that. Okay, you have to keep the domain name simple enough for people to remember easily. If your domain name has 5 words and is very long, no one's going to type it out. No one's going to even do a Google search for it. Keep it really, really simple. 10, maybe 15 characters, 1 or 2 memorable words. Do not use special characters, especially hyphens. I could have chosen the domain name Richa-Jain, but I can bet that most people, 90% of the people, would not remember to use the hyphen when they're searching for your name, okay, or for your domain name. Do not use hyphen, do not use any special characters, they are difficult to remember. And avoid funky spellings or spellings that can be confused. Self-explanatory, right? So that's how you go about choosing the right domain name. Now, where do you buy domain name from? You can usually get it with your hosting, and I will be talking next about how to choose the right hosting plan. So a domain, some people had asked me earlier, what's a domain name and what's a hosting? So the simple thing is, a domain name is like your address. It's your URL that shows up at the top of the browser window. So a domain name is like simply your address, and your hosting is like the house which has all your photos and pages and graphics, etc. Okay, that's your hosting plan. You need to buy a hosting plan, but the thumb rules to remember is, if it's very, very cheap, chances are it's not very reliable and you're not going to have awesome support. And again, when you're just in the early phases of business, you don't need a $200 per month hosting plan. You can get better return on your money in other ways, okay? What you do need to check for, if it's a private hosting versus a shared server. Again, if you're in the initial stages of business, a shared server will work fine. Try and look for a hosting plan that already has a couple of email addresses included, so you can get an email address like richa@thericherjain.com, right? So that you don't have to keep on using a Gmail address for your business. No problem with using a Gmail address, especially in the early stages of business, but if you can, it's better to get your domain's email address. Check what is their downtime and check how they provide support. If they do not provide you 24/7 at least email support, no. Check whether they give you any kind of live support, etc. Now, there are millions of hosting service providers out there. These are the top 3 that I recommend, and why. Okay, again, a couple of things to remember while buying your hosting plan. Most advertise a monthly billing, but they charge per year. Just keep that in mind. Many of them include a one domain name free for a year. But if your domain is your name and you know you're going to be sticking with it for a while, just buy it outright for 5 to 10 years. Okay, 1 year or 2 years down the line, you don't want someone else buying out your domain name or having to pay a really hefty price for it. And let's talk about hosting. Now, GoDaddy is kind of the cheapest one available. It starts at just $3.49 a month. There are people who swear by GoDaddy and there are people who hate GoDaddy. There are strong opinions both ways. I have used GoDaddy for a long time and I did not have a problem with them, but I also know people who had a ton of problem with them. Their USP is simply that it's the lowest price point for you to buy a decent hosting, a half decent hosting, okay? And they give you a free domain name with their annual plan. But more than GoDaddy and not too much more expensive is SiteGround. SiteGround's plans start at $3.95 per month, and what I love about them is they have 24/7 support. You can reach out to them at any point of time. They also have free email accounts included. They have free SSL, and in their default hosting plan, everything is included, everything that you could possibly need for your hosting, from email addresses to security. Come October, Google is going to really be cracking down on any domains that don't have a security certificate. That is, they don't show up as HTTPS. So you definitely want a security certificate. Of course, it has the regular things like cPanel, etc. But I think the free email accounts and the SSL certificate make this the absolute no-brainer to sign up for. And if you're watching this live, they have a Labor Day special going on till 11th of September with 70% off. I will share the SiteGround link in the comments after the live part of it is over, so you can just go book SiteGround, okay? And if you have the extra money and are looking for something even more upscale, you can go for WP Engine. WP Engine is the most reliable, most trusted WordPress hosting service available, but it does start at a $29 per month, which is much higher than SiteGround or GoDaddy, okay? So if you're on a budget, go for SiteGround. It's the safest bet for that price point, plus they have a 70% off running right now. Okay, so that was about hosting. Let me go back and just refresh. Okay, now so you've got the domain name and hosting. You should not spend more than an hour or two getting the domain name and hosting. The next thing to choose would be the right platform. Now, there are a ton of platforms available on the internet, and there are people who swear by every different kind. Once you've chosen one, stick to it, right? But my personal favorite is WordPress. Last time I checked, 30% of the sites on the internet as of, I think, last month were based on WordPress. WordPress gives you the right degree of control and the right degree of extensibility as well as support. There is a very strong WordPress support community with thousands of billions of people around the world. So no matter what issue you hit, there will be a lot of people out there who can help you get over it. That's one part. Plus, there is, when you want to grow and extend, there are WordPress plugins available for just about every functionality you could need. So it gives you full control. You can create your site however you want. You can extend it however you want. Now, I have personally tried all of these others, but I didn't like them as much. Okay? So I'm not going to go into there. If you want a comparison, I have a separate article. Message me and I will send you the link to the article where I actually compare all of these. Now, once you choose WordPress, WordPress has something called themes. And there are literally thousands of themes to choose from free to paid. Now, what is a theme? A theme is like a set of clothes for your website, right? You change the theme, your website gets a new look. It's like the skin, you know, in the older days we used to have skin for the MP3 players, something like that. Yes, I risk dating myself for that kind of talk. So there are thousands at least of themes to choose from. But what you should look for while choosing the right theme is how well can you customize it and how easily can you customize it. Most themes will give you a fixed look for your homepage and probably one or two support or optional things for the other pages. And most themes have their own limitations to how much they can be customized or how the layout can change. So you need to look for whether the ease of changing stuff on that theme, is it scalable when you want to create different kinds of pages or add on more things. Does it let you do that? Is it responsive? How does it show up on a mobile device? Most WordPress themes these days are responsive, but there are still a few which aren't. So you need to check on that. Is it a one-time, hit and miss theme, or are there people actually who support it? And a quick way to check that is the ratings that people have given them and how many times that theme has been downloaded. You can look up themes. If you just do a Google search for WordPress theme, you will have 1,000 show up. The best place to get them is Elegant Themes, Theme Forest, and of course the WordPress arc. Phew, that is a lot of information. I hope you guys are following along. Hey, Julie just joined in. Mansi Rastogi asks, how do you get an SSL certificate if your domain and hosting is a decade old? Mansi, you would have to get in touch with your hosting provider. They will have some options. Most of them these days are providing some options, but you usually have to pay extra for them. That's why I recommend SiteGround. You do not have to pay extra, and they have a 70% off offer going on right now. So instead of the $4 per month, it works out to something like $1 or $2 per month, which is dirt cheap. Okay, so. And again, Mansi, depending on the hosting you are with currently, I don't know how reliable they are or what their support is like, but I've loved SiteGround, so think about moving to them. Otherwise, just ask your current hosting about what is their process to get an SSL certificate. Okay, let's switch back to, yes, WordPress themes. WordPress themes. My absolute favorite theme is the Divi theme. And later on, towards the end of this webinar, I will show you how easy it is to create pages in Divi, okay, and why I love Divi. But ever since I've started using Divi, I haven't gone back. In the early days, I searched a ton of free themes. I have bought a ton of themes, but none of them gave me the ease of use and customization that Divi does. So hold on till the end. I am going to show you how to create pages in Divi, and more importantly, why I love Divi so much. Okay, so till now, raise your hand if you're still with me. We have breezed through a lot in the 30 minutes or so that I have been talking, and remember that this replay will be available, but I am trying to cover as much ground as possible to get you started on your website journey. Okay, now so far we talked about the different components of getting your website up, and we've talked about the starting steps, that's getting your domain name and hosting, right? So let's talk a bit more about design, the design element of your website, and then we'll talk about the copy, and then I will show you how it all comes together. Okay, so the thing about design is that it's not just about creating pretty stuff. I like to design with purpose. What is the end goal of the page that I am creating? Okay, and my principles while designing are very simple, that less is more. I'll show you a couple of examples in the next slides. I like to understand flow. What is the process, what is the journey that a new visitor is going to follow as he or she reads through that page? And then how can I use that flow? How can I use that desired customer journey? Or how can I create that ideal customer journey using visual elements like text, graphics, white spaces, etc. Okay, I'm going to show you those in the next few slides. And while designing, one of the most important things is the layout. To remember, what is the purpose of every single page? Every single page has to have a purpose. Every single page has to have one core call to action. What is a call to action? A call to action is what you make people do on that page. Do you want them to sign up for your email list? Do you want them to send you an email? Do you want them to book a call with you? What do you want them to do? You don't just want them to come, read and go away, right? That is the thing most people do on their website, but not you, because you're watching this, right? And start off with making a rough sketch, pen and paper or whatever tool works best for you. What is the purpose of each page? What's going to be the call to action? How do you want things to flow? Here are a couple of examples of what I mean by flow. Do you know what this page is? It's Yahoo's homepage. Okay. Now when I come to this homepage, what do I see? I see a whole lot of stuff. And it leaves me feeling confused. I do not know where to go. There is no specific call to action. There is no flow. They are just dumping a lot of information on me. You don't want to create a homepage like Yahoo. In contrast, look at Google's homepage. Very clean, very minimal, very basic. When Yahoo created this homepage, it was revolutionary for that time, because at that time people were trying like Yahoo still does, to cram something into every pixel on the screen. Yahoo took this approach. On their homepage, there is one and only one thing you can do: search. And that is the essence of their multi-billion-dollar business: search, right? See how keeping things simple helps? Now, this page. Can anyone look at and find the Shop Now button? It's reconnecting. Okay, should have reconnected by now. Yes. Okay, so this is Threadless's homepage when I took that screenshot. And can you see how it's difficult for me to figure out what they want me to do on this page or what they're about. Looking at this page, would you believe they sell t-shirts? If it weren't for this line written here, I wouldn't have known. And you see how their Shop Now button is embedded over here. It's hidden over here. This blue is much more prominent. This blue is much more prominent. This blue is much more prominent. This is hidden. It's the smallest blue. It's almost like they don't want me to buy from them. What's with that? Right? In contrast, look at this. This is Forgotify. They're a service that lets you keep track of your favorite songs on Spotify. This technique is called encapsulation. They have a gray, dark background, a very mystical scene, and this bright green button here in the middle, which right in the middle, bright green, it catches your attention. It forces you to look at it, and you are tempted to hit that start listening button, right? That is good design. That is encapsulation. That is keeping it simple, keeping it minimal. Less is more, as compared to the earlier ones you saw, right? This is another site, Charity Water, another example of keeping it minimal, using encapsulation, using contrast in the buttons. Do you see the contrast in the buttons? Sorry. Okay. 1 minute, yes. Why is it? Yes. Okay. So do you see the contrast in the buttons? The buttons are bright blue and bright green, and everything else is a muted light blue or white background. They use this box around this to first draw in your attention to this box, and then to these blue buttons so that you can donate. So their call to action is very, very simple. Donate. Give through a credit card, give by PayPal. And if you can't do it right now, here's a pipeline to give every month. See, very simple, very clear call to action. They actually get people to sign up. Then this is Ramit Sethi's website, or used to be when I took this screenshot. Do you see again, contrasting color? This bright yellow screams out for your attention. You are forced to look here and to enter your name and email, kind of. Even his vision, the photo he has used, looks right at this box. So again, he's using the elements of design, or his website is using the elements of design, principles of design, to get you to look at this box, to get you to look at this yellow button and sign up for the free chapter. Okay. Gabrielle Bernstein, similar. Her photo looks right at the sign up box. She's using directional cues to look at the box. Contrast, blue versus white of the boxes, pulls your attention to the boxes, right? That is how you use design, encapsulation, contrast, directional cues to create flow on a web page, okay? Now, yes. Okay, let me quickly check in. More questions? Julie says Divi is my favorite tool too. Yes, Julie, one more for the Divi bandwagon. Okay, let's go ahead. So, yes, this was Gabby's website. So we've spoken about how to get the right domain name and hosting, how to use design principles to create a flow and pull visitors towards a certain call to action. And now let's talk about copy. Okay. Now the thing with copy is, or the thing with writing is, we were all taught certain rules in school, certain rules about writing. To always write in third person, never to write Don't write like you talk. Writing has to be formal. All of that goes out the window in today's world when you're writing copy for your website. Okay? If you're trying to build an emotional bond with your viewers or the people who are visiting your website, write like you talk. Use the kind of words, use the kind of language that you do while you talk normally. It's okay if it has abbreviations, it's okay if there are apostrophes, commas, do's and don'ts. Write like you talk. Let them get to know a bit of you, your personality, let that shine through. And use a lot of yous and I's, first person, like you were really having a conversation with them, right? I know in school they taught us to write in third person and don't use a lot of yous and I's, but on a website you want to do that. On a website where you're trying to build that personal connection, you want to do that, you and I. Don't say things like people like doing this and therefore they do that. Don't use they, we, them. Use you and I, like you were having a one-on-one conversation with them. Okay? And how do you actually write the copy? What should be the content of your copy? Now, I use 3 golden rules for that. Whether it's my one-on-one website clients or copywriting, I advise people to structure their copy following these 3 questions. Whether it's for your homepage, about page, or services page. Open with where they are at right now. What are they feeling right now? What are they struggling with right now? Okay? Start with that part. Why? And do it in a positive way, not negative. It's not about making them feel overwhelmed with all that they're struggling with, but it's more to show them that you understand what they are going through right now, that you understand where they are at right now. Okay? Second, talk about where they want to be. What is the end goal they want? Call it from the A to Z journey. A is where they are at right now. Z is Z or Z, whatever you call it in your part of the world, is where they want to get. Talk about the A to Z journey. Okay? And then talk about why are you the best person to help them get from A to Z. Simple structure. If you've been confused about what to write on your website, just use this structure. Number 1 and 2, what are they struggling with? Talking about their A to Z shows them that you understand exactly what they need, what they want. And then of course you have to talk about why and how you are the best person to help them. And there shouldn't be a generic list of your qualifications. You want it to be more personal. Share your own experiences, share your client's journey, share how you can help them at a personal level. Okay? Okay, so that's about copy. Now, how to bring it all together. Let me quickly check any other comments. Okay, how to bring it all together. Now, again, a lot of people spend a ton of time just in the early phases in the domain name, hosting, and choosing which platform, and then their energy fizzles out by the time they get to doing the actual work. So, this is how I structure it when I work with clients one-on-one and how I've structured it in the website bootcamp. Okay, I'm going to tell you a bit more about the bootcamp and show you how you can bypass all of the earlier tech that I talked about. Yes. Okay, so week 1, focus on the preparation. Your domain name and hosting, choosing that should take you about an hour. Platform, do not spend more than an hour, max 2. Or just take my word for it, go for WordPress plus DB. Okay, then use that to bring, so you get these 3 done in about 3 to 4 hours, then spend more time on your copy, on your branding, DIY branding. In the website bootcamp, I teach you how to DIY your own branding, especially for the early stages. Spend the first week in preparation. Spend the second week actually creating those pages. WordPress plus DB, you can do it in 1 week. And in the website bootcamp, honestly, okay, let me jump ahead a little bit. In the website bootcamp, I am going to be offering a 3-pronged approach. One is I will give you a website in a box built on WordPress plus DB. Okay, so you will get a complete website with 7 pages and 3 versions of each of those 7 pages installed for you on your domain and hosting. Okay, so you get a website in a box. You will get a bunch of videos walking you through the exact steps of how to DIY your branding, how to get the right photographs for your website, how to write copy, how to edit each of those pages. And you will also get 3 weeks of accountability and support in a private Facebook community where I will walk you through this process. Okay? So you can skip most of the stuff in week 1 and jump straight to working on your copy. You don't need to struggle with all the tech, all the installations. You can straight away jump to the copy. And then even when you get to creating the pages, you don't have to struggle with any theme. You will have 7 pages installed on your site, and then you can just go and edit them, put in your copy and stuff. Keep week 3 for the polishing. There's a lot of stuff that you need to do to polish your website. You need to get the menus correct, the footers correct, make sure it's all mobile responsive, make sure the right Facebook images show up when you share on Facebook, etc., etc. So keep week 3 for polishing. This is a very doable structure depending on the tools you choose, the tools and platform you choose, and whether or not you choose the website bootcamp. You can do all of this in about, say, 5 to 6 hours week 1, another 5 hours in week 2, and another 5 hours in week 3. Okay? And you could theoretically do it all in 1 week and put in 15 hours and get it all done in 1 week. Okay? But realistically, as women in business, as moms, as women holding a day job, I'm sure you have other demands on your time, and that's why I structured it to be 3 weeks. Okay. Now, any questions on this? Let me quickly refresh the Facebook stream. And there is always a lag. One minute. Okay, so yes. Okay, I don't see the question, so I'm going to move on. Bring it all together, right? So we talked about this. Now let me give you a quick intro to the website bootcamp. Like I just said, you will get a website in a box with how-to videos, accountability, and support. Now, let me just show you quickly really what the templates are going to look like and how you can change them and how you can work through them with Divi. Give me a minute to switch my screen. And WordPress decides to log me off, so I have to log in again to all of these windows I'd kept open to show you. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Do you see this screen? This is one of the client websites I made last year, and I'm going to be creating templates similar to this for you to use in the website. This is going to be one of the styles in your website in a box. So we have a header image here with a sleek sign-up form right at the top and a very sleek flow through on the home page, right? I love the elegance and the gracefulness of this particular site. I'm going to be creating similar looks for this, a look similar to this for one of the styles in the website in a box. The second one is going to be this kind of theme. Now this is actually this is on my domain right now, so I'm going to show you what it's like to change them. This is one of the templates that I'm going to be using. Okay, so if you wanted to, and this is in Divi, so if you wanted to change this image, the background image, for example, do you see I'm in Divi editor mode? I would go here, background, go and select some other file I want. Okay, let's see, I'm going to use this one as the header. Ta-da! See how simple that was? If I want, of course, if I want to change this text, this is how I can go and do it. Really, really easy. I want to change the color, click here, change the color, right? I want to change some other color, I can do it just as easily. If you've worked with any kind of website builder, you will see that others aren't this easy. I love the way Divi has this visual builder thing and how not just elegant but bug free their builder is, right? You could go in here and just change whatever part of the text you want. It is that easy. It is that easy working with Divi, and it's going to be that easy working with the website in the box. All you have to do is go in and change your images, change the copy to reflect what you want. I'm going to change another of the images. So this is a smaller image, so it doesn't look that good on this place, at this place. Okay. So this is going to be one of the things in the website on a box. And this is going to be yet another one. This is going to be the third style. Again, to show you how easy it is to change stuff. Can you guys see my screen? Yes. Okay. You want to change any of those images? Similarly, and again in the bootcamp, I am going to be included detailed videos for you to make any of these changes. Right now, I'm just giving you a quick walkthrough of what it is like to change the images or move through Divi. This is all based on Divi, right? Now, let me also show you quickly, if you wanted to, for example, if you decided that you don't like this particular part of it, you could hit delete and it will go away. You decide that you want to repeat this, you can hit clone. This is the clone button. Again, you will get detailed videos on this in the bootcamp. You will get the clone button and then you can just drag and drop it and say move it over here. Okay. It doesn't make sense having two headers, one under the other, but just to show you how easy it is to move things around in Divi and why I love Divi so much. Okay, so you see I just dragged and dropped it and moved it there. So the good part about this of using Divi for my website in a box is that I will create 7 pages, each page with 3 styles for you. I will install all of the plugins for you, and then when you get here, all you have to do is edit them with this nifty editor. It's a bit like working in Word, though not quite, right? So you can edit whatever you want, however you want. You want to add extra sections, do that. You want to remove a section, do that. You want to copy a section, you can do that. And if I wanted to add in something that's not there at all, I could do it this way. Again, this is just a quick example. You don't have to follow through. You will get detailed videos on how to do it. Okay, this I'm adding in some accordion thing. An accordion is where you have to press it. So I typed in this dummy question text and this is what shows up. So this is an accordion module. It's really, really simple working with Divi and I can't tell you how much I love it. When I ran the first round of the bootcamp, I kept it open for people to choose their own themes or choose what they want to use as a platform. But by the end of the bootcamp, almost everyone was with Divi because they saw how easy it was for those on Divi to move ahead, and those of them still trying other themes were just struggling to get the right kind of layout, to get things to show up in the right way they wanted on every single page. Okay, so this was a quick run through of Divi to show you how easy it is to move things around and how easy it's going to be to customize your website in a box. Now let me quickly just talk about the website bootcamp. Okay, like I said early on when we started this masterclass, this is designed exclusively to help you as heart-centered, soulful women in business to create more impact, sign up more ideal clients, and make more money to leverage your website. And that is why I have taken away all the things that I've seen women get stuck with. I do them for you. I give you a complete website in a box. I give you exact videos on how to go ahead and modify them, how to make those changes that you need. And I give you 3 weeks of support, Infinite support, but 3 weeks of accountability where I will walk you through every step of doing this. Okay. The Winning Website Bootcamp, the live round of it starts 20th September and will go on to 11th of October. Okay. In week 1, we will focus on creating your assets. Assets, what do I mean by assets? It's about creating a brand for yourself, creating a personal brand. You will get a video on how to go about creating your personal brand and how to figure out what fonts and colors and graphics to use for your website. I will walk you through how to write copy that connects, and I will give you basic videos on WordPress, understanding WordPress and Divi. During this week, in the background, I will be installing your website in a box on your domain and hosting. Okay. At the end of the week 1, we will have a live group coaching call where I will review your copy and your branding elements. That is the power of doing it live. You get feedback on whatever you are working through. Because oftentimes when we try to create, when we are, as online entrepreneurs, we are working in isolation. A question comes up and you don't know what to do. How do you handle it? Right? Here I'm going to be present in a Facebook group, you, me, and the other women who are doing this program, to support you through it, to answer any questions that you might have, to review your work. Week 2, I will be walking you through how to customize your website in a box. Every single change, whatever you need, I will walk you through it. And week 3, we will focus on the fine tuning. Making sure your landing page or pop-up works how you want it to. Making sure your pages are mobile friendly. Making sure the right images show up on Facebook when you share. Those kind of things. We will be doing the polish. And again, at the end of every week, we will have a live group coaching call where you get to show me your website, you get to show me your copy, whatever you've worked on, and get real live feedback. Okay? Now, I know some of you are thinking that it might cost an arm and leg. No, it doesn't. Wait, am I showing you the right thing? Yes. Yes. Okay. So, in case you hadn't gotten, there are going to be 2 levels of the website bootcamp. Level 1 is what I've been talking about so far. You will get the website in a box. I will get in and install WordPress for you. I will install Divi. I will install 7 pre-created pages in Divi, 3 different versions of every single page with those styles that I showed you. I will install all the plugins. So basically, I handle all the tech for you. Okay? All you have to do is get in, put in your copy, put in your photos. So you get to do the creative part of it while I do the hard techie part. And of course, you will get all the how-to videos, especially about creating a brand and copy, and you will get the support and accountability that I spoke about. Okay? All of this is in the early bird price, just 2 payments of $97 each, or $177 paid in full. Okay? And super special offer for those who are watching live and are really quick in booking is that I'm offering the first 3 people to sign up, a one-on-one call with me to review one-on-one your copy and your website. Okay? It's going to be a 1-hour call to review your copy and your website. People from round 1 who had that VIP, in round 1 we called it a VIP call. Those who've had the VIP call absolutely loved it. Oh, by the way, if you want to hear what they said about it in round 1, scroll through here on this page. I will be sharing the URL with you, but scroll through towards this part, and this is the feedback from people in round 1. Okay? Leona says she just loved the way Divi does the testimonial modules. Catherine had been sitting on her website for a year and a half and hadn't moved ahead with it. She absolutely loves the bootcamp and the clarity it gave her around her business as well. You can read the next part of her story here. It's been a pleasure and an honor working with all of these women through the bootcamp. You can watch their case studies here. They have been generous enough to record these case studies with me, and it's a totally, for most of them it was a big game changer to do this round of bootcamp. Because unlike other programs, I don't load you with a bunch of tech. I am doing all of the tech heavy lifting for you. What I get you to focus on is the more important part of your website, the branding, the copy, and more importantly, how to structure your business, how to serve your audience, how to niche down your audience, how to get clear on your offering, how to get clear on your message. On our calls, I ended up that's what I coach you through. That's what I hold space for you during those 3 weeks together. And that's why the women just loved round 1 of the bootcamp. Okay? Like I said, it's only 97. It starts at only 97. That's a no-brainer price. Sign up for the early bird. But there is more. I forgot to talk about level 2. In level 2, I'm giving you a whole lot of extra. There are some people who want complete control over their website. They don't want to be using just the templates. And there are some people who need help with all the extra stuff that goes into setting up your website, like how to configure MailChimp, because MailChimp is the tool that would collect people's email for you, right? That's your newsletter sign up. So in level 2, you get all the extras such as setting up MailChimp, how to set up MailChimp, how to automate appointments and get paid as they book the appointments, how to use Canva to create graphics, how to DIY your SEO, and how to understand web analytics. Now, I'm not bundling this into level 1 because I know it can get a bit overwhelming for some. So you have a choice. How much information do you need? How much support do you need? Okay? Level 1 support or level 2 support. Then there is a bunch of stuff on conversion-centric design. If you want to understand more about design principles and creating that flow, etc., this is where to do it. And then there is a ton of business extras for those of you who might need that extra support about niching your ideal client, right? If you're targeting the wrong people, no matter how much you struggle, your business is not going to grow. So how do you niche your ideal client? How do you make sure you're targeting the right people? And once you start getting those early clients, how to get great testimonials from clients that help you really, really grow your business in an explosive way. And then how to launch. Okay, you don't just create your website and announce it to the world one day, but how do you actually go about launching your website or your program? All of this for 3 payments of 97 for the early bird price, which is only till 1 minute, let me check the date, which is till 12th of September. Okay, so you could pay 3 payments of 97 or 1 payment of 277. Note that level 2 includes everything in level 1, so you still get the website in the box, you still get the how-to videos, you still get the support and accountability. Plus, you get a bunch of website extras. You learn more about designs and how to create pages from scratch in Divi, and you get a ton of business extras. Okay, so questions, share them in the comments or just send me a PM. Okay, whatever works better for you, whatever works easier for you. Where did it go? Yes. And yes, I still have more. There is more. There are some juicy bonuses because I find that a lot of people spend time Googling for the right kind of plugins or the right kind of extras for their business. I've compiled a list for you, the ultimate resource list of everything you're going to need for your business in the next 2 years. Okay, you get that as a special bonus. And launching your website is just the first step. You have to drive traffic through it. You have to get people to actually sign up for your paid services. In this video, I give you an introduction to internet marketing and funnels and how to create them. Okay, those are 2 essentials that you absolutely need for your business. There's a lot of other stuff on the website bootcamp page. Take a look through. Watch everyone's videos, see how they felt about it, see how they reacted to it, see what they learned from it, see what they achieved from it. And if you have any questions, send me a message, send me an email. Okay, richa@therichajane.com, or since you are watching this on Facebook, just send me a Facebook message. But honestly, if you ask me, it's a total no-brainer for only 177. Okay, or just less than $3.23 a day, you can get a website in a box, all the information you need to create a brand, to write out your copy, and to actually create your website, all in one place. And to make sure you stay on don't drop off the bandwagon and actually do this, you get support and accountability with me in the Facebook group. The accountability will be only for 3 weeks, but the support, the Facebook group, is for life or until Facebook closes down groups. Okay? Okay, got questions? Got questions? Ask. Okay? What else? Yeah, got questions? Ask me. I'm going to be hopping off this live call in a few minutes, but for those of you watching the replay, remember this: the first 3 ladies to sign up get a special one-on-one with me to review their copy and their website. Okay? And if you feel that this is not right for you at this point of time, but know someone else who could do with it, please share them. The masterclass is absolutely free. They can walk through all of that. They can learn how to choose the right domain name, hosting, how to do the design, how to do the copy. They can learn all of that and go off and implement it on their own. Or they can sign up for the website bootcamp and have me handle all the tough tech part for them and just give them a website in the box and hold their hand through the actual creation process. Just $3 a day. Absolute no-brainer. Okay? If you support women in business, if you want to support other women entrepreneurs, if you want to support other women who are starting out in business, send them this video, send them the link to this masterclass, tell them about the bootcamp. Share the love, spread the love. Okay? Okay, everyone, thanks for joining me live. And again, if you have questions, keep posting them in the comments below. I will check back later to answer any questions. Or simply send me a private message. Thanks for joining in. Bye-bye.